Vex, you never have a racist cop. You never have a racist cop before. I actually have had a racist cop before. I'll tell this quick little story time. So, this is my first ever girlfriend, or not really my first ever girlfriend, my first ever real girlfriend. If you know what I'm talking about, we have those girlfriends where we was really really young, and they don't really count as like girlfriends. But then whenever you start really really dating and y'all done been through, you know, you get a little bit older, you understand that first real girlfriend where y'all went through some stuff, and you know. So this is my first real girlfriend. And I remember, like, at this time, I was, like, super innocent. Like, you know, I was a senior in high school. Yes, a senior in high school. I wasn't really, like, I was interested in girls, but girls really didn't find me very, very attractive. And I was focused on sports, which happened to pay out because it ended up allowing me to go to college. And I probably wouldn't even be doing YouTube right now if things didn't play out the way they played out. But I'm in my hometown, and I don't live in like a huge city. I grew up in a very small city, and my parents grew up in an even smaller city. So like I'm really from the country. And me and this girl, we would go to this lake because like that was just our common meeting ground. She lived at her parents' house. I lived in my parents' house, or I stayed at my parents' house. And that was the first place I thought of when we went on our first date. So it kind of became like our place. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Like every couple have like they place or like they little thing that they do. So that was like our little thing and our little place. So we would go out there. Sometimes we would get food, but this was around the summertime. So I was about to go. I was about to head off to college, and she was staying in the city. Quick little disclaimer: if you're doing a long distance relationship, especially if you're going into college, I'm not gonna lie, you might as well hang it up. 4 years long distance, tough, really really tough. Me personally, we were only about an hour and 30, hour and 40 away. I thought it was going to work, but it's still tough because people want to be around you. Like if you date somebody, they want to be around you. Nobody want to, like especially at this big age, you get older, nobody want to be on the phone all day. And because I was a college athlete and I didn't have very, very much time, bro, it's raps. I was cooked. Bro, I'm literally training like Monday through Saturday and I get no breaks. And you got to have somebody who understand that, or you got to have somebody close enough to you in order for the relationship to work. Long distance is just really, really tough. No matter what you do, long distance is tough. And once that person start feeling alone, that's really the problem. That's really the issue. It's not even really, really the distance, because you can make distance work if you really care about somebody. But when you're young and you feel alone, you like, dang, I could find somebody closer and be happier. That's just how people think when they're young. So when I'm in my home city, we would go to this lake and we would eat and stuff like this. This was something we was doing all summer. But this one time specifically, it was later at night. We pull up to the lake, and keep in mind the car that I had at the time, it was kind of like an SUV. So what I would do is I would put the seats down. I would get like covers and stuff, and we would watch like Netflix and stuff, and we would just eat. Like I would pick a place to eat. I would get the food. She would bring her laptop, and she would pick the Netflix movie, and that's how we kind of did our thing. So one day we get out there, and we sitting there chilling. We laying down. I'm talking about cozy. We watching a Netflix movie, eating, grubbing, and we see this cop like driving. And we would kind of like try to be ducked off, but not too ducked off. You know what I'm saying? We still in an area where everybody could see, because ain't no telling what could happen, you know? So we ducked off, but we not too ducked off. And we see this cop driving. And keep in mind, it's still daylight outside. So like, and this is a public park. It's still daylight outside, and this is a public park. We parked, and anybody could really see us if they drive by. So it's not like we doing nothing nefarious, nothing crazy, bro. We sitting there chilling. He drive by, but he driving mad slow. So I'm trying to be a man, but at this time I'm still a kid. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared of cops because as a black person, I'm not gonna lie, your parents give it to you raw. They give it to you the realest way possible. Whenever you see a cop, you know you gotta straighten up, act right, so that nothing go wrong. Make sure your hands, visible. Make sure you're not being confrontational. You just want to get up out the situation. You know what I'm saying? And this, I'm not even gonna lie, this was after the George Floyd stuff. So this was like, I'm talking about scared for my life. Scared for my life. This was after the George Floyd stuff. I'm talking about fresh. If you know, you know, bro. Bro, he driving really, really slow. So I'm looking out the car, and she like, hey, like it's a cop. And I'm like, yeah, I see him. We just gonna chill, you know, act like we don't see him, even though he driving slow. And if he don't bother us, hopefully he don't bother us. You know what I'm saying? If we don't bother him, hopefully he don't bother us. We minding our business. Why he can't keep his nose out the damn Kool-Aid? But he wanted some flavor. So he pull up, and as he start to pull up, I'm like, I'm gonna get out the car. You just stay in the car. Cause I want to get out the car. And one of my things was like, I try to keep my lady at peace. So that's no matter what it is. So I'm like, you stay in the car. I'm gonna get out the car. I'm gonna talk to him type. So I get out the car. Really like the trunk I just popped the trunk. So it's an SUV in the back. We sitting in the back and the seat's down. So I just pop the trunk and I just sit on the edge of, on the trunk of the car. I guess you would call it. I don't really know what it's called, but I just sit on the trunk of the car. And he come over there and he like, what y'all doing out here? And we like, I mean, like it's a public lake. Like people come out here all the time. People come out here to fish. Like we just, I mean, it's my girl. We out here eating. He look like, you know, he look over, he see the food. He see the laptop or whatever, movie paused and everything. I don't know if he thought we was Netflix and chilling or what, but it wasn't none of his damn business any damn way. But he was like, I'm gonna need y'all to leave. And in my head, I'm like, we gotta leave a public park in the middle of the day? That seems a little racist. That seems a little odd, don't you think? Middle of the day? We actually see people there? Like, and we gotta leave? Very interesting. But me, I'm like, I'd rather go home than to die right here. I have a whole college career ahead of me. I don't know. And the crazy thing about this is why you got to be careful who you date. Because if I was dating the wrong girl, she could have thought I was a pure bitch. Like, I'm telling you, dating black women is tough because every black woman is different. She could have thought I was a pure bitch. And I've dated girls like this. I've dated girls like this who, if I didn't handle this situation correctly, it's donezo. We wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't have had another date. But I'm like, all right, we gonna get up out of here. He sat there in his car next to us, window rolled down, and he looked until we left. And I was taking my time because I was still trying to show my nuts, hang my nuts. I'm like, hey, I get in the car, I tell her, hey, he want us to leave. She like, why he want us to leave? This is why I didn't let her get out the car. Because if you know anything, women know how to run that mouth. Look, women will get you in some trouble because they know, like whenever they put two and two together, it's straight emotion. They don't really think logistically. They don't really think with the logic. So I'm like, he say we gotta leave. We just gonna head out. We go head to my crib. We go finish the food, and then I'll take you back home or whatever. And she like, okay. Anyway, like, so then we driving. I call my mama. She like, I'm like, Ma, we was at the lake like we usually are, and this cop came up there and told us we gotta leave. She up there, ain't it a public, you know? She up there, ain't it a public lake? Why did you leave? This, that, and the other. I'm like, Mama, she was like, I know. You did the right thing, but he shouldn't have did all of that. What was his badge number? Did you get his badge number? I'm like, Mama, I was scared for my damn life. You think I was worried about the number badge that this man was wearing? All I know is he told me to get out of there, and I skedaddled like Tom and Jerry. What are you talking about, badge number? Like, bro, he said he needed me to leave. I didn't really care enough to risk my life. I got out of there. Buddy, I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you get fatter and fatter from those donuts. And I hope your wife doesn't divorce you for being such a dick. Hey, I don't know where Buddy is now, but I do believe in karma. And I've always treated people with the utmost respect. It don't matter whether it's a girl who do me bad. It don't matter who it is. I try to treat everybody with utmost respect, because whenever I die, I want to get up to that kingdom and I want to be like, God, I want God to go through my life, go through my resume and be like, ooh, remember this girl did this? What did you do? Oh, yeah, big guy. You see, I stood on 10, didn't I? Hey, she did me bad, but I ain't show no hate. I want to go up to heaven and God be like, hey, I know you went through some tough, but you remain strong. You handled your business. And I'm going to be like, thank you for recognizing. That's all I wanted, man. You knew before everybody else knew. But yeah, that was the one racist cup that I came across. I don't know what was under Buddy's skin. He really didn't get anything out of telling us to leave. Probably just a power trip. I feel like a lot of people, once they get in a role of power, they really try to get under people's skin just to see what they can do, just to see what they can get away with. Because it could have went left. If I was the wrong type of person, I could have blew up. He could have put me in cuffs, and he would have felt good about himself. Like he really would have went home happy. He would have had a story to tell the guys in the office. While they eating the donuts in the car, he would have, hey, I had this black guy. He's supposed to be a college athlete, bro. I told him to leave Bulow. Young cat, you know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't supposed to do that, he doesn't know that. He starts mouthing off, resisting arrest. Got his ass. And I'm not about to be no dum-dum. I'm not about to be no dum-dum. You want me to leave? Sure. I'll skippity up out of here. And you can continue to stroll around, buddy. I was low-key nervous. I thought he was going to follow me, but thank God he didn't. I remember praying on my way back to the car. Whenever I went to tell her what's going on, but yeah, that was my only situation. I really know how to handle myself really, really well. I think I've only ever been confronted by cops 3 times. I got another story time that I'll tell y'all another time. I almost got shot at a college party and a couple people died. That was a crazy story. But yeah, we definitely go do some more story times in the future. Sometimes it just take y'all just asking questions like that. That's why I need to have certain times during the stream where we just ask questions and talk, because this could be a video or some clips that I put on TikTok. This is actually pretty cool. Hear me talking and my guy is an inspector. I love story time. Let's do this more. Nah, facts. We definitely will.